It kind of happened naturally. The minute that the hurricane hit, Mark and I obviously were talking because we're family still, and he was like, how's your family? How's my family? We got to do something. I said, yeah, I'm going, and I'm gonna be doing a press conference tomorrow, and it was all happening very fast. And he said, I'm gonna get a bunch of Latin artists together. He goes, I want you to be a part of it. Will you spearhead it with me? And I go, of course. And Alex was there, and then Alex was like, we could do this, and I could call these guys, and we can really raise some money. And then just from there, it just grew. Mark started calling people, and then I was like, you know what, if you do it down in Miami, I said, why don't I do it in LA and get a whole nother set of people, and we can make it a really big event. And he was like, oh yeah, well, you have to produce the one out there. And I'm like, okay, okay, I'll produce that, you produce that. And Alex has kind of been, our fundraiser, and that's together, we've kind of pulled this all together. And I started just, Mark made his phone calls personally, I made my phone calls personally. I called everybody you're gonna see perform that night. It was overwhelming how everybody we called said yes. Like, before I even finished my sentences, like I was like, okay, so I'm all Puerto Rico all the time right now. That's good. I said, so, and they're like, what do you need? What do you want? I'm in, and it just went from there. And the lineup of entertainment that you're gonna see that night, and all the people that are gonna come down and answer your calls, is pretty amazing.
Talk about the lineup. Who can we expect to see?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of folks from Lovato to, of course, Jennifer Lopez, Chris Martin, Mary J. Blige. There's some people that are going to be some surprises too,
okay.
so I don't want to give it all away. Okay. Also, there's going to be a lot of interesting people answering phones. Some of your favorite celebrities, from the Kardashians to some athletes, Big Papi, and of course, in Miami, I've hit the Sona, Marc Anthony, DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
I can't even keep up.
It's hard. You know what? Just look on our social media. Right. There's a list.
So do people keep adding?
An amazing list. Yes.
Yeah, and
yesterday, Ellen DeGeneres called me. I mean, I called her and then she called me back.
Right.
But I remember.
But she called you.
I called her, but she called me back. And she said, hey, what do you need? I said, I need to do Puerto Rico. She's like, yes, of course. And she's going to come down. Awesome. It's like, it just keeps happening. Yeah. And
there's a few like Leo that we're still working on. He's on the fence. We're going to have to call him again tonight.
I'm going to get him.
A little arm twisting
needs to be done.
But you know what? It helps when the leaders, the titans in the Wall Street World private equity hedge fund, Major League Baseball, NFL, they lean into you and help you. I mean, from Rob Manfred, the commissioner of baseball, to Hal Steinbrenner, to Robert Kraft, to Stuart Millers, Ken Griffin. When these people lean into you, then it's a lot easier. The trickle-down effect is easier to say, hey, I have Commissioner Manfred, I have Hal Steinbrenner, I have Robert Kraft. And every call that I made from the fundraising side, they said the answer is yes. What's the question? We want to help Puerto Rico.
We wanted to make it as special as we could, as amazing as we could. It's been our full-time job. We're losing sleep, and we will continue. I'm getting emails. I get emails every day. My sister emailed me yesterday, because we have our telemedicine program down there in Puerto Rico, and she was like, Jen, I just got this, maybe we should do this. Like, we're still, there's other things we're gonna do besides this concert, kids on ventilators down there, there's no electricity, so how do you plug that in? Yeah. And they need help, and they're all running on diesel fuel, and the fuel's running, you don't even want to think about the things that could happen. And when someone says, people's lives are risk, she means it. It's not, it's not being dramatic. Mm-hmm. It's not, overselling it. We need help, and so we are every day trying to figure out, again, putting this massive effort together. Hopefully we'll be able to raise, some good money to kickstart them off down there. But that's a long road ahead. Yeah. We're not going to solve their problems on Saturday, but we hope to make a good dent.